Morning.
Hello,
Good
everyone.
morning.
Remember, wiggle your fingers if you're doing any crocheting. Roll those wrists. There we go. Get them a going. How are
I'm not
you, Sam?
pressing
And there's
in.
Mary. Good morning. And Pat Craig. You're doing laundry. Oh my goodness, girl, you're either the dirtiest or the cleanest. I can't figure out which. You're always doing laundry.
My goodness.
Yep, yep.
She must do laundry for her whole building.
She must do so. I tell you what. So, Carrie, how are you today?
I'm good. How are
You can't
you?
just.
I'm doing great. Folks, she has already been up this morning and we've already done our exercises. Hopefully, you've already seen them loaded up.
Hey, Rita.
Hello,
No, they're
little
not. They're not
sister.
loaded up. An
Oh, it's
hour
not
left.
loaded up yet? Okay.
No, another hour.
Another hour. Okay. Well,
It'll
they
get.
will be loaded up. So be sure that you look for them and do your exercises. And how is Froggy today?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good, good, good.
I'm a little frustrated, but I'm good. I
Uh
replaced my
oh.
Dexcom, and it's not working. So
Oh, no, that's not good.
yeah, it's not good. It's very frustrating. So if you hear any bells or alarms, I'm okay.
Right.
It's just not working properly. So
Oh, goodness.
yeah,
Goodness,
it's
goodness.
frustrating. But what do you do?
Yeah. So,
Can't.
folks, great news. Rita is doing great. Notice she said life is fantastic. Um, she is finally being able to get up and walk around in the unit at the hospital where she's staying. So, that's great progress for her. The medication is working. I believe her test, blood test, that kind of thing is coming back great. So,
Wonderful.
she is definitely on the road to recovery. So we do hope that she continues being a good girl and doing what she is supposed to be doing. Oh my goodness, Trisha.
That's wonderful.
Yes, Rita, that's great. You're listening while sewing my squares together. Oh my goodness, I'll pop in later and take a look at them. I'm so excited. Pat Craig, good morning to you, sweetheart. She's waiting on a phone call from her doctor. Let's hope it's with good news.
I'm so glad that you got that tube out.
Yes, 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 yes. As
That's
long as she continues to do what the doctors tell her to do, which is what I told her, she may get to go home a lot earlier than the prediction of 1 week having to stay in the hospital. So let's all pray that she behaves herself, be a good girl, so that she can get home and let mama take care of her.
that's a good thing.
Yes, it is. Oh, Sam says, I saw your cable kitten issues, Jennifer. Commiserations. My Maggie chewed through 5 cables, bit the head off of a double ended hook, and chewed 2 of my gloves. Oh, my word.
The clovers. Oh my word.
Clover.
Oh, she said clovers. I'm sorry. I thought it said, oh, and 2 of my clovers. Okay.
Ah, I'm sorry. I was heartbroken. I cried because it went through my shawl
Yes.
and destroyed. I mean, I had to rip the shawl out. It was
Yeah.
awful. I have restarted it, um, but it's real small.
Right.
So
Sam says, and yes, she is still alive. Oh,
my,
my
my
goodness.
mine's still alive at the moment till she chews the shawl again.
Oh, well, let's hope that's not going to happen now.
Yeah, I don't leave it alone.
Mm, mm,
Yeah. Although I am getting tired of putting it in the bag and taking it out of the bag, but that's okay.
right, right. Well, anything to protect your work, you know? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, and as you can see, I'm like mid row.
Mhm.
I'm,
Well,
I'm
and
mid.
that probably is a really good thing to get in the habit of doing
Yeah,
anyway.
it
Uh,
is.
I mean, because I'm just as guilty. I mean, I will leave projects out, but I don't have kittens. I do have one very curious hound dog with a
Yes.
nose that can sniff out anything. So,
Oh man, let me tell you, they get into everything.
Yes,
And
Pat Gray, I do have your friend in my prayer book, and I've been praying daily for her.
they get into everything. They aggravate the
You did
stuffing
have
out
two kittens.
of I do still.
Sam's
Maureen
asking,
did have two kittens.
I do have two kittens, but they're back at home in Robert Lee, so I don't have to worry about them. Heather may have to worry about them, but I don't have to worry about them.
Uh,
Sam says that's a lovely color. What is the pattern that you're working on with that shawl?
it's called Cracklin' Rose. Cracklin' Rose is the name of it.
And who wrote it?
Now you're asking me hard questions.
I'm sorry.
Hang on.
Good morning, DK Jen. How are you doing, sweetheart?
Hey, Jen. Let's get the front page and see. Callie, Cally, monster. So there it is.
Pull the picture up just a little bit. Let me make you big so that they can see what the finished product will look like.
Yeah, let me minimize my pattern.
Okay.
There it is. It's Cracklin' Rose.
Isn't that pretty? It has such a pretty design to it.
It really is. So it's Cracklin' Rose, and it's by Callie Monster. It's on Ravelry. It is a beautiful pattern. And the light color on here, that's mohair.
Woo!
Yeah. So it's very, very pretty. I loved it.
Hi,
The-
Good morning,
Hi,
Terry.
Lulu.
The
And
name,
Lulu, thank y'all for being with us today.
the name of the colorway that I'm using at the moment is called Thai, Thait, Tea. And it is a merino silk.
Sam says, oh, thanks for sharing. And I've got some mohair that's not doing anything.
Got it. So it takes 350 yards of a merino silk, 400 yards of another merino silk, and 200 yards of a mohair. Yes, it's very pretty.
Yes, it is.
I
Hello,
really-
Terry. How are you today? Yes, it is pretty, isn't it?
I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a lot of work. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
It is a lot of work, but I think it's worth it in the end.
right. And you know, for knitters to have to rip out, that can be a nightmare.
It is a real nightmare,
Mm-hmm.
but it's all good.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I had to do it. I had to do it.
Well, it's just a shame that you couldn't pick up right where it was, or even going back down a row or two, because then you wouldn't have had to start all over. But
I know, but if
you know,
I hadn't have done it, I wouldn't have to start over. Because I was 80 some rows in.
yeah,
The cat did what the cat did.
yeah.
So I had
That
to,
kitty cat.
yeah,
Was it Wednesday?
yeah, it was Wednesday. So I had to start over, but that's all right.
Oh my goodness. Pat says, I got to make 8 more baby blankets, but now I want to make shawls for my ladies at the nursing home. Well,
Aw.
sweetheart, I can't wait for you to get started on that. Good morning, Thrifty. How are you doing?
Nice.
Yes, may everyone have a marvelous Monday and
Good
a
morning,
wonderful
Rachel.
week. And there's our Gypsy. How you doing, sweet lady?
Hi, ladies. I am knitting. I am
Hi,
enjoying
Crafty.
the process.
Oh my goodness. I wanted to jump back up here because Pat Cray said Bloodhound barked for 3 hours on Saturday because there was an accident 20 miles down the road. Well, there was someone that parked about 3 spaces away from us last night. And the last time Wayne took Lacey out, I kept telling Wayne I thought I was hearing a kitten. And really. So I told him, I said, now look, if there is a kitten out there wandering the parking lot, he immediately said no, because he thought I was going to say, you need to bring it in here. I was going to say, no, that's not what I was going to say. If there is a kitten wandering around in the parking lot out there, then please take it to the office because they can then, call someone to come and get it. Well, it wasn't a kitten, y'all. Somebody had a pup in a cage in their back, in the back end of their truck.
Oh, how awful.
Yeah. Now, you do have to pay a charge per night to have your animals in the room with you. Well, my animals are my babies. They have four legs, and that's okay, but they're my babies, and they're not going to sit out in the car or in a cage or in a truck. But Wayne said it did look like a hunting dog. And so a lot of times folks that have hounds or hunting dogs or whatever you wish to call them, they tend not to treat them as family as closely as we do. I mean, Lacey
Yeah.
spoils. That's she just is. And so I can understand that. But we were supposed to have a horrible storm come through last night, and thank God it didn't, because I would have been worried about that pup all night long out there in that kind of rain. So Lulu says your blanket is
Thank you,
beautiful, that she
Lulu.
loves your colors.
I had to take out 3 rows this morning.
Yeah.
I'm just
Oh,
putting them back in.
Well, Carrie there is talking about having to rip out 3 rows, and there's poor Froggy. She had to rip out her whole project. Well, I'm working on a project that's called the Holy. Just a minute. Make sure I get the name right. It is the Holy. Come on, where are you?
activity.
The Holy Nativity crochet set. Anyway, um, here is the pattern. That's what I'm working on.
Make yourself big.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
It's a great pattern. I want to make it.
Okay, so here it is. I think I've shown it on my amigurumi videos. And so I have baby Jesus done in the manger, and I have all my little sheets done. But somebody was telling me I probably ought to start working on the book,
Yeah.
this part right here, considering, the outside of the book. And then there's 2 little baskets that you make for the inside, because I'm making 7 sets. Well, like I said, I am starting on the outside book cover. And I was telling Froggy, I am already frustrated with the book part, because I don't know where it is they messed up, but in order for me to follow the pattern that they wish for me to use to come out to look like what the back part looks like, it's not going to work. So I have had to come up with my own square design, or
Yeah.
one that I'm comfortable with, because I tried it 3 times, folks, and I mean, normally I read a whole row, when I'm actually looking, so I get it in my head what the pattern's supposed to look like. Well, I did that 2 times, and then the 3rd time I said, okay, I've got to do this stitch, and then I've got to do this stitch, and I got to do this many stitches, and I followed it all the way around, and it still is not coming out right. I'm short of stitches. So I think somebody either skipped a line somewhere when they were transposing, or I really don't know what they did, but
I
anyhow,
think
I'm going to have to do my own thing on it.
I think they skipped a line. Hi, Lydia. Hi, Amy.
Hello, Lydia. Thank you for being here. And there's
Hi,
our
Lydia.
Amy.
Hi, Amy.
I am so happy that all of y'all are here with us today. I know and hello, Michelle. Oh my goodness, girlfriend. How are you doing?
Hi, Michelle.
Thank you so much for being here with us, sweetheart.
Hi, Michelle.
Oh, thank you, Pat. Thank you. I'm doing great. And there's Carrie taking her pills. Yay, yay, yay. So, yes, when I typed out the title of this last week, setting up this video, is like, I had in the song in my head, Monday, Monday, and I mean, I was feeling so good, and then today, I'm like, isn't this supposed to be a happy Monday, Monday? And here I'm trying to start the frustration Monday, Monday. So, oh, I'll tell you
And
what, nothing irritates me more than to work on a pattern and something is wrong, especially when I try to follow it exactly the way it's written and it's wrong. I mean, there's just something wrong somewhere. Oh, thank you, Lulu. She says, love this group so much. You are so awesome.
thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you. Well, we love each and every one of you that take time out of your day. Those of you that take time out of your day, to be here with us. We appreciate it so much. We truly do.
Oh, yes. The fact that you take a moment out of your day to spend time with us is awesome.
I know. Oh, good, Rita. She says finally she can taste her dinner. That's great.
Nice. Nice.
Yes, yes, yes. So, what is everybody else working on? I mean, I know it's just the beginning of the week, but hopefully you were able to accomplish maybe one whip over the weekend. And if you were, share that with us. If not, what are you still working on? We like to know what y'all are doing. It gives us ideas, to look forward to or to pick up. So share, share, share. Come on.
I'm knitting.
Yeah, I know. And that's your whole life right now. She is bound and determined, folks, to get this shawl made. So she has set everything else aside to just work on this shawl. Rita says that she's knitting socks for her mom. That's so sweet. I know your mom is going to enjoy that. And Carrie, of course, we know is working on that beautiful little blanket there.
Oh, yeah.
And small amigurumis for the kids there in the hospital. Oh, Rita. Yes. Oh, I'm still working. Well, I'm not knitting the cat's blanket. I'm crocheting the cat's blanket.
Yeah.
But, I think like last week, finally found that blue shade that I was looking for. So I've got that going. But you finished your sun bunny yesterday. Oh, goodness.
Wonderful.
I hope you put a picture sorry. I hope you put a picture of it up on your channel so we can see it.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. I need to get back to crocheting on the baby jumper and blanket. You've lost your crojo? Well, sweetheart, don't think of it as losing your crojo. You just had to take a break for a little bit. But,
Yep.
I think like many of us have mentioned before, I think when we lose our crojo, it's because we've been working on a project, maybe a big project, for too long. So step away from it for just a little bit, and I mean like a couple of days, and work on something little, like a headband or a washcloth, or even just a small stuffed animal sometimes will help to re-energize you. Good morning, Smiles. How are you? Yarning for a smile. So happy that you're here with us. There's our Carrie. She
Good
said,
morning, Kim.
Hi, Kim.
I finished a baby blanket yesterday, a work in progress from 2 years ago. Well, good girl. Did you see that? She's making a loaf cat with a blanket yarn. Oh my goodness, it's going to be so cute. I can't remember. Who was it that dropped down? I watched the video. Man, I can't remember whose channel it's on. Little loaf cats. They are the cutest
They
things.
are cute.
Yes, I can't remember whose they are, but oh goodness. Oh, there you go. Well, that's awesome. It will be shown on VJ's Finished Objects Friday Live and Mrs. C's C's end of the month prize wheel live. Okay. Well, that's good because I would definitely love to see it. And how are you doing, Kim? Did you get anything finished over the weekend? Or maybe even a new project started? We'd all like to know. Because like I said, it's it's sometimes hard to get inspired to pick up a new project. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I have a list of things that I want to do. For me,
Yeah.
it's always which one do I want to do next? There you go, false bubbles on YouTube. There you go. I knew if I heard it, I'd remember whose it was. But they're just so cute. Oh my goodness. I was thinking about making a couple, to use as little stress releasers. Wouldn't that
Yeah.
be sitting there squeezing I don't know, squeezing the cat? Don't want to think about squeezing it to where you want to kill it, but just, I don't know. I just thought it would be cute as a little stress
That
release.
would be adorable. I'm sorry you're still recovering from the C word.
Oh, still no smell.
Oh. Oh, okay. The VOD show.
Oh my goodness, I only have 5 more rows and it's done. Well, good for you.
Oh, you got
Did
to
you
start with the poll. Hey, Steve.
I'll be right back. Hi, Steve.
Nice.
I'll be right back.
well, good for you, Jen. Okay.
The little girl was calling me.
Okay, well, please go take care of that. Howdy, Steve. How are you doing? I'm so happy you're here with us. So, Steve, did you happen to finish a project over the weekend? Or did you start something new? Inquiring minds wish to know.
Yes.
Oh, it said, sorry, Jen, missed the question, but ditto is done.
The dodo's done.
Oh, the dodo's done. Oh my goodness.
Yay!
I bet it's adorable.
How are you doing, Steve? Hey, Nammy G.
Maureen, don't be squeezing cats.
Oh my.
Well, I just thought, when I saw that little loaf cat pattern, I was just like, oh my goodness. And if you make it out of blanket yarn, of course, I wouldn't be making it out of blanket yarn because I don't like to work with blanket yarn. But oh my goodness, you could just sit there and squeeze me a little kitty. Not squeeze to kill, just to. Yeah, don't squeeze the cat. Oh goodness. Good morning, Asia Joe and Robin. How are you today? Yes, we are, Asia Joe. Did you get a project finished over the weekend or did you start something new? And what about you, Nammy G?
You just gave me an idea for an amigurumi, I'm just saying.
Oh, I did. Robin, what are you working on? Nammy G, they have made Amy stress balls. I'm starting to think it was because of people like you.
Yes.
Oh, well, I'll go and check that out. Thank you so much, Asia Joe. You had a very busy weekend. Well, that's great, Nammy G. Did you get out of the house? Oh, so Steve says, I'm doing, Jen, just doing today.
Okay.
I guess you're tying scrap yarn into balls for more bags. Well, that'll be awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, I like taking my small balls and attaching them, making them into bigger balls. You know what I mean?
Sorry.
There's never no telling what kind of colors you're going to come up with. Went to a concert, then dinner with a friend. Well, that is awesome. Who did you hear? Oh, sometimes I wish I had a YouTube channel just to share reads like the one I sent with everyone. Well, nothing says you can't make one. And I'm sure that if you're thinking about it, somebody else is wanting it, so you might as well do it. Wouldn't that be awesome?
I
I
think
know
it'd
I'm
be
there.
amazing. It would be amazing.
See now there, Trish said Mama Swift made a Granny Square scrap can over the weekend. Look at that. I bet you made it just the right size for Boggy Creek too, didn't you? Oh, Carrie Aja Joe said she started on the kit that you sent to her, but she's restarting it because she needs to slow down and make it look a little neater.
Well, I made it to
Ah,
row 53.
Well, good.
Very happy.
Yes, you're over halfway back to where you were.
Mm-hmm. Very happy.
No,
With
it's too big for Boggy Creek. Well, that's okay. I'm sure someone will enjoy it.
I'll give you my address. I don't have a mama stove type. I'm just saying. No, I'm very happy with my progress. I'm very happy. Sorry I was
No, no, no.
not really,
It
but
is looking good, isn't it, Nammy G?
I'm very happy with the progress. I had to frog it out, Nammy G,
Yeah,
and I'm starting to go back up to where I was. I'm very happy. I have like 30 some stitches to go, um, and I'll be back where I was, like 35 stitches or 34 or 35 rows.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so happy. See, I was frustrated yesterday. Today I'm happy.
Yeah,
So I knew the closer I get, the happier I'll get.
yeah, yeah.
So, as long as I get back to where I was.
So hopefully the I'm mad at the kitten meter has now moved a little bit because Mama's getting happy again. So
No, she took a gouge out of my knee. Mm-mm. No, she gouged my knee pretty good too. She's at my
mm,
she's at my feet right now. I want to move my pump so she doesn't get the tubing
mm-hmm. Yeah.
that will kill her.
Mm.
Come on.
Asia just says, I'm hoping to record and share Sunday sermons from our church on my Facebook. I know nothing about YouTube, but my pastor mentioned a channel for the church so we can share on YouTube also. Well, that's great.
Here she is. Here's the bad girl.
I was going to say, there's the culprit.
Yeah.
Yes, Wednesday.
I know Nammy G, but I had to frog it out because Wednesday chewed on the cord, the on the interchangeable needles. She chewed the cord, the cable, and chewed the shawl. And yeah, when I frogged it back, because the yarn's broken in three pieces now.
Yeah,
When I frogged it back, I didn't know where I was in the pattern. So I just had to frog the whole thing.
yeah.
So yeah, if I was mad at her, I wouldn't be petting her. And she did take a gouge out of my knee.
Well.
Joey thought I might need stitches.
Ooh, you didn't
I
tell us it was that bad.
Yeah, it's that bad. She gouged me. I mean, it's a gouge.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
said, no, I'm not going to get stitches. We had to
Woo.
hold pressure on it quite a bit and then put a band aid
Wow.
on it, keep it. But we had to change the band aid multiple times. Yeah.
That's right, Kim. She didn't mean to.
Oh,
You're
no,
right.
she thought it was a toy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's my fault for leaving it out. I learned.
Yeah.
You know, mommy.
Kim says, oh, yeah, bad kitty for biting the legs that feed her.
She does.
Yeah. And literally, Froggy had to feed and water them this morning because Joey evidently skipped that in
He
his
forgot.
morning routine.
He forgot. So I can't see in their bowls as to if they have food or water. I can't see that. But they made sure I knew by flipping them over and knocking them way out of the where they normally sit. So they were like 2-3 feet away from where they normally sit.
Oh, my goodness.
She is saying sorry. I agree
Yeah.
with that. You have 5 cats. No, I think two's too much. But
You only say that every once in a while.
I know, but I couldn't do it without both of them. They're brother and sister.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they play together all the time, and it's fun to watch.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And they do funny things.
Yeah.
They do.
Thrifty says, Asia Joe, I know both my church and my parents' church also stream their services on Facebook.
Yeah, my church streams on Facebook.
Mm-hmm. Mine does too. Nami says, I can't say what I'm thinking and still don't squeeze the cat, but I can't imagine what you were thinking when that happened. Oh,
I
Froggy?
me, gee, I cried.
Yeah.
I cried. And yeah, it would not have been a good time for him to come near me. But
Mm-hmm.
I did cry. I was heartbroken. Yeah. But yeah,
Mm.
I learned my lesson. I put it away.
Oh my goodness.
I
Kimmy
don't.
raised 3 of the 5 cats that she has from the bottle. Oh,
Wow. Oh, I raised Pusheen from the bottle.
yeah.
Man, Poosh, man. Yeah, I
That's why
did.
he was such a mama's baby.
He was very much. But all of these are mama babies too. People, these are mama
Mm-hmm.
babies too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Aren't you, baby? Aren't you a mama girl? You're a mama's girl. And Pusheen and Pugsley is a mama's boy.
Mm.
I keep hearing feedback on myself. It's weird.
Huh. I don't hear anything.
That's weird. It's just weird.
Barry, how long have you had your cats? And did you get them when they were tiny?
Yeah, I got them when they were tiny. Chaos I've had for 4 years, and Danger I've had for 3.
Oh.
And Chaos is the bigger one, and Danger is the bully.
This is the bully. She's the bully.
Yeah.
Take your medication, and I hope you feel better.
Yes. You too, Kimmy. Thank you so much for stopping in with us. And Carrie, it is a little bit
All right,
after
Karen,
half
take
hour.
care, sweet.
She's really
Yeah.
robotic sometimes. Do you want me to do it?
Carrie, you want to do devotional or you want Jennifer to do it?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Whoops.
Mm.
Excuse me.
Day 238, an invitation of friendship and community. Christianity, there's a 7:30 alarm. Christianity did not begin with the confession. It began with an invitation into friendship, into creating a new community, into forming relationships based on love and service. Diane Butler Bass. Loving God, we realize that there is a place for theory and dogma.
Mhm.
They can be helpful tools as we navigate this world together. Nevertheless, we pray that they never overshadow our willingness to and desire to relate to one another, fellowship with one another, serve one another. Help us remember that the table belongs to God and we are all invited. Whatever our confession, we pray that it inspires us to invite each other into fellowship and community. In your name we pray. Amen.
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 Thrifty, that's because she's on Pacific Standard Time and
Yes.
not Eastern.
Yeah. She's on the West Coast. We're on the East Coast.
That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not everybody's on the same time zone.
That's right. I mean, even DK Jen is across the pond from us. So,
Yeah. So, DK Jen's going, it ain't 10:30.
nope.
It's 3:30.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, yeah, big difference in time.
But isn't it wonderful though that no matter what time it is for us, that we all come together? I just
I
think
like,
that's awesome. I really do. And I do appreciate each and every one of you, no matter what your time zone is, that you're spending a little bit of time with us here on a Monday.
it makes me happy.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Me too.
Well, it makes me very happy.
Me
Uh,
too.
Rita, it's 4:30.
I was gonna say, she said, no, it's not. It's 4:30 here.
Yep,
Oh goodness mercy.
it's different time zones everywhere. So,
Mm-hmm.
yep. See, I knew your time zone, Rita, Jen. I knew Rita's too, but I don't know why I didn't say. I didn't think about it.
Mm-hmm. And the replays, yes. I'm sure they are just as thankful for those who catch the replays. Yes, we are.
Well,
And for
I'm
those
glad.
of you that I know that are lurking and haven't popped in to say anything, we appreciate you too. You just keep doing what it is that you're doing.
Well, I am glad that you guys are remembering to take your meds. I have cat hair in my face now. It's a wonder. Is a wonder. And
This
we
is
have
for the lurkers. Oh, go ahead.
17 thumbs, of which one's mine and one is Maureen's. We need some more thumbs, guys.
Thank you.
Yes, I
And
did.
this
Go
is
ahead.
for the lurkers.
Tell me that you ready to go. I'll be, I'll be here waiting. I'll be here waiting, waiting.
Hey,
I
Laura.
love him with that little ball.
Hey, Laura.
I have
And
a
yes,
Hello,
question,
Laura,
Jen.
sweetie.
Did
I saw his vlog. I hope that means he's back.
Okay,
Raw.
so who's Ross?
Smells like yarn.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's on YouTube. I think he smells great guy or something. I'll send you his link.
Thank you.
I really like him. He's really good.
Okay, awesome.
He was the designer behind. Yes, he was the designer behind the Ross hat. It's a knit hat. It's really cool.
Yeah, yeah. I knew who you were talking about as far as that was concerned, but I didn't remember his channel name. I'm awful about channel names. Of course, most of the time I'm awful about people's names too. So it's not until I see a picture or as far as YouTube is concerned, somebody mentions a pattern or what the video is, and then it's like, oh yes, I know. But there's just
Well,
too
that's
many
the
YouTube
Ross.
channels to keep the name up.
That's the Ross
Okay.
of the Ross hat.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
love. I like watching his vlogs, but he stepped away from YouTube for a while,
Okay.
and I saw where he posted a vlog over the weekend, and I'm glad Steve mentioned it because I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched
Mm-hmm.
part of it, and then Joey called me in the other room for something. I need to finish the video. It was very good.
Well, good.
I like him.
It's always nice to see when you haven't seen anything or heard anything from someone that you followed for a while, and then they come back. You
Yeah,
know.
he
Um,
was active on Instagram, but
mm-hmm.
I'm not as active on Instagram because
Yeah.
it's a visual thing, so it's not as fun for me. Um, but yeah, I really like Ross. Ross is good. Y'all should be following Ross.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull that link up.
Thank you.
Hmm.
And for those of you that don't have him, especially if you're a knitter, be sure and go pick him up.
Yeah, you really should. Um, he he can do both crafts, but he mostly
Right.
does knitting. So
Well, but
um,
I love watching folks that knit because sometimes they inspire me to, especially with the colors, the things that they can put together, I feel like uh, are better than what I can do. So
oh
that's
no,
the main reason why I like
thank
knitters.
you, Rita. No, I'm on after bingo, but thank you for saying something.
Yes.
No, I'm gonna come on after bingo. I don't know why. Because I wasn't paying attention.
Right.
I fixed it though. Thank you. I fixed. Thank you.
Oh, DK Jen says she follows him on Instagram.
I do too. I follow him on Insta and on YouTube. So yeah, but that's him. He's really good.
Oh, good.
I love his logo. It's a flamingo.
Mm-hmm.
It tickles.
Groggy. Steve says groggy. I love it.
I know. I'm used to it. I'm
Mm,
used to groggy, friggy, foggy, groggy.
mm,
Everybody gets my name wrong. I'm used to it.
mm.
I was talking about that this morning.
Yep.
People get my name wrong. I was talking about that. I'm like, yeah, I'm used to it. Thank you.
Well,
Thank you, Lulu.
yes, Lulu, that's awesome.
Were some of y'all able to get to catch TFF yesterday? It was really good.
Yes, I hope so.
I've gotten a lot of really good feedback from people about it.
That's good.
I hope you guys, caught it. It was very good. We went over different things that people. It was really good for newbies. We went
Yes,
over different things you need for knitting or for crochet.
right.
And if you didn't catch it, make sure you catch that episode. It's over on Cocktails and Crochet with Coco,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a very very good episode. You
Yeah,
ought to
I like
check
it
it out.
because, well, over there we and it happens a lot on all our channels. We tend to talk about whether it's crochet or knit in little pieces. And what I mean by that is that we'll talk about our crochet hooks, or we'll talk about tension on a hook, or we'll talk about some of the tools we might need. But yesterday, we just felt like it was a time to kind of step back a little bit and take the time to start out with all the tools you need. And to remind even those of us that have been crocheting or knitting for years and years and years that we don't know everything. And of course, we know that as well. We don't know everything, but
Right.
sometimes we need to step back and reevaluate what it is that we do have in our toolbox. And I'm not just talking about up here, I'm talking about our essential tools. And is there anything that we can change to make our craft better for us? Because if our instruments are better, then we're going to do better. And that's just what I feel and believe. Now, I know a lot of people don't think that, but that's
Well,
what I believe.
well, for me, it was a way to take somebody that's a good crocheter or a good knitter, and make them a great crocheter or knitter.
Right.
We discussed things that I did not do that I wish I had done.
Mm-hmm.
Inventory my yarn for one. That
Right.
right there, I wish I had it done. Because I've got all these totes that aren't inventoried,
Right.
and I ended up buying doubles of some yarn that I had. That
Mm-hmm.
yes, it's okay that I have the doubles, but I didn't really need the
Right.
double, and so now I have extra yarn of stuff that it'll get used eventually. I just don't know when.
Right.
You know, having an inventory helps to know what you've got when you have
Right.
the amount of yarn I do. You
Well, it's
know,
not just about inventorying your yarn either. It's
no,
about inventorying everything you have.
yes, your
You know,
hook.
even yes, your hooks, and even how many of each size that you have. Because I know that whenever I'm looking at buying new hooks, the first sizes I look at are or have always been my G, H, and I. Those are the three that I use honestly the most. But now that I'm into amigurumi, I also look now at my E and F.
Hmm.
So, right there now, I've already gone from three sizes that I want to make certain that I have, and I've added two more. So I might as well go ahead and add the J and have, at least that range of hooks. I very
Oh
rarely, I
yeah.
only have one set that goes all the way out to Q. Um,
Oh, I do.
but I just very rarely use those larger sizes.
I
Every
have,
once in a while, I'll grab a K, but
well, I do.
yeah.
I do have the larger sizes in multiple sets, but I have multiples of my J, my
Hmm.
my H, G plus, G, multiple Fs. Now I'm starting to get multiple E's
Right.
because I've switched to do an E hook to do my amigurumis.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, it's helped. It helps a lot to do that, to
Hmm.
take stock of your inventory and what you've got, because then you'll discuss, plus when you're doing that, you're also examining your hooks and seeing which ones need to be replaced,
That's right.
which is really good.
Hmm.
You
Yep.
know, I found I had a deficit of the steel sizes, and I had to get a whole set of steel hooks. Had no idea that I
Hmm.
was missing sizes in steels, but it makes a difference that I have them now.
Right.
You're surprised at what you do need and what you don't need.
Right.
You know, and I realize I don't need tape measures. You know,
Yeah.
I'm really glad it helped you, Mary, and that
Yeah.
makes me feel good. I did receive some feedback from other people, and it makes me feel good that people were able to use the episode and to
Right.
do what they needed to do. Now, I can't take a full inventory because I don't have all of my hooks available to me.
Steve says,
Right.
has anyone experienced the differences in the quality of polyfill brands? Yes, there is a difference, and some are nicer than others. Makes a difference. Stuffing squish, packability. Just curious and asking. Yes,
Yes,
I have. I thought maybe
yes,
it was just that I'd gotten a bad batch. Tell you the
no.
truth.
I
Yeah.
stick with the one brand and that's it. I won't use any other because I had bad experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I actually had hard pieces in
Yes.
polyfill before, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't buy that anymore. I stick with that one there. I buy it from Joann's. I buy it by the box now.
Right.
That I'm still using that big box.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Well, y'all
yeah,
can't. Well, maybe you can. Yep, there's mine right down there underneath my bags.
yeah. I am very particular about the polyfill because
Hmm.
you're right, Steve. The packability, the squish factor,
Yes.
and it had hard stuff in it.
Yeah.
Mm, and I don't want that in
Mm-mm.
my amigurumis, especially if I make them for children,
Right.
let alone for my own. I don't want that in there either.
Right.
And it makes a big difference. Yes, it really does. It's the same thing with your amigurumi eyes.
Mm-hmm.
No, you want to buy decent amigurumi eyes. You don't want just any amigurumi eyes because the backs may not stay on,
Right.
or they may not go on for that.
Yes.
Yes.
Jen, I've gotten that one, but there's one at Walmart and it's the best so far. I'll send you the
Yeah.
brand name.
Send me the brand name, maybe a picture of the package.
Yeah.
It'll help me to get it. This is the one I like so far because I haven't had, I'm afraid, really to try other ones after having a few bad ones.
Right.
I've never tried the one from Walmart.
I haven't either.
So, yeah, send me a picture of the label or something.
Mm-hmm.
But it does make a difference. Now, I've gotten cheap amigurumi eyes and the backs wouldn't go on.
Yes. Or they're
Be
too big. And
too
I've
big.
had to like do a little super glue on there.
Yeah, I've
Mm-hmm.
had I use Gorilla Glue them.
Yeah.
Even Joey couldn't get the backs on them before.
Yeah.
It was that bad. And that's saying something if my husband couldn't get them on there. That was
Mm-hmm.
my husband. And I'm like, so I'm really picky about my eyes. I normally buy my eyes from Etsy from a shop the shop name literally is 6060.
60/60. Yep.
That's the name of the shop. And that's usually where I buy them from. I do buy a big pack from Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
I do okay with them, but I'm reluctant to buy them from anywhere else. Hello, little Carrie.
Hello, little Carrie. Before
And,
now,
Hi,
barely
little
woke up
Carrie.
in time.
and she already took her meds.
That's right. We all sat here and watched her.
Yep. So I am picky about the things that I use. Um, I don't want to have issues.
No.
Uh, so yeah, I think quality products make a difference.
Oh, yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Oh, he said,
Oh,
I
okay.
put some of the backs in hot water and it's helped for some.
Thank
What do
you.
you think about that, Steve? That's a pretty good idea.
I actually bought a whole package of just eye bags, literally, because I needed them. Hello, Michelle.
Hello, Michelle. How are you, sweet pea?
No worry, Laura.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I've actually bought a whole package of just the eye bags because the ones
Hmm.
I had before didn't work.
There's your little line of hearts, Carrie. Excuse me, parade of hearts.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
Yep.
I mean, you have to, I believe in having quality tools to do the job.
Right.
Doesn't mean I have to have the most expensive. It just means I have to have good quality.
Right. Right.
So that's why I do what I do.
Hmm.
Yeah, soften them. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's a great idea, Steve.
Thank you.
Hadn't even thought about that.
It'll work just like it does for knitting cords.
Mm-hmm.
When the knitting cord is too curly, we heat
Right.
up water on the stove and dip the knitting cord in it and hold it out. And as it cools, it keeps it straight.
Well, I'll be darned. That's a good one to know.
It'll work for your Tunisian cords.
I was getting ready to say, I'm thinking immediately, I thought Tunisian.
Hmm. Yep. Yeah, this one actually, I need to heat it up because if you see, it's a perfect
Yeah.
spiral and it needs to be straightened again. It's been straightened once. That's why the spiral's not real bad.
Right.
I do need to reheat that one, but I'm not going to heat it while it's in a project. But it works fine.
Well, maybe just get a very, very warm washcloth and run it down it.
Yeah, I
Maybe
could.
maybe that'll work.
I could. It'll be
Hmm.
fine. And I'll just keep manhandling it until once the project's bigger and takes
Right.
up the cord, the curls out.
Okay.
Yeah, when it gets bigger, it'll be fine. I just once I'm done with the project, I'll be able to dip the cord.
Mm-hmm.
I just haven't used this cord in over what couple years.
Right.
I haven't
Wow.
knitted a long while. Making blankets for palliative care patients. That is wonderful.
That really is thrifty. That would be such a blessing. It really would.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. That's very sweet.
Yep.
That's really sweet. Awful. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I'm sorry, don't mind me.
Mm,
Don't forget to get your phone ready for bingo.
that's right. And speaking of bingo, those of you that have the opportunity, if you have nothing to do on Tuesday mornings, we meet over at Carrie's house and we play bingo for about an hour and a half. So if you wish to join us, we start at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so that's the time starting on the East Coast. So you'll have to, look to see where that falls as far whatever time zone you're in. And we have a blast.
Yeah.
If you're there just a few minutes early, sometimes we're up before 9:30. And if you're new and want to play bingo with us, it gives you an opportunity to choose your numbers. And we kind of go over how we play the game. And it's been a lot of fun lately, folks. I mean, we've been playing 5 regular games, then having a devotional, and then we've been playing 5 speed
Speed
rounds.
games. Oh
Oh
yeah.
my goodness. You have to
And
really be watching that board to see your numbers pop.
and don't forget, after today's bingo game, we'll be live on my channel.
That's right. So come on over and join us.
There's Hobie. I'm like, where's Hobie Bingo?
Oh no. Oh
No, I
no.
found it. No, I had to find it on my phone. I'm like, where's Bingo? There's Bingo.
Right.
Had to get that up. 8 minutes, 7 minutes and change. You know, not too much longer, guys.
I
I
know.
can't wait to not win again. I, I'm not gonna win.
Yeah.
Do we ever win?
Well, no,
We'll
but
win 25 points.
I know.
well, yeah, I really ought to go and look and see how many points away I am from being able to even spend any.
Well, let's see.
Well, because I loved it when we got used to get, what was it?
100 points.
Yeah, I was gonna say 1,000, but no.
I know. I have 100. I have 13,639 points.
Oh, pfft.
Hey, I used to have a lot more than that.
Yeah. Well, you've been playing a lot longer than me too,
No,
so.
I used to have a lot more than that because but I've spent them.
Mm-hmm.
I got those bags, so I spent them. I'm doing my bingos, my Hobie scratch card.
Well, folks, speaking of Hobie Bingo, those of you that are going to be catching it, it is going to be coming up here in just a little over 5 minutes. But that's the reason why I started the live 5 minutes earlier so that it gives everyone time to go get a fresh cup of whatever it is you're drinking this morning and maybe some more supplies for whatever project you might be working on.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Jennifer said, since I signed up to the latest Hobie make along, I've been receiving their emails in Swedish.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I would definitely be complaining, let me tell you.
Well, you can translate it real easy.
Don't look at
Highlight
me.
it, highlight it, and right click it, and it'll translate it.
Really?
Yeah, you right click, and it'll have a thing that says translate.
Well, I'll be darned.
Hmm.
Oh, Rita says, hooray, someone is keeping me company. Is it mom or hubby?
Or sunshine.
No, Sunshine is already back home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm
I know.
thinking he has soon.
Hi,
Hello,
Jen.
Devin. How are you? Thank you for popping in here with us.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. Oh, we are. Okay. Well, that's good. But
Oh.
anyway, as I said, we're going to let you go just a little bit early so that you can get ready to play Hobie Bingo. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you, and I truly hope that you know that we are always grateful uh, for coming and spending some of your time, whether it's the whole hour or just a little bit. We do appreciate you here. You lurkers, thank you so much. I do hope that we were able to keep you up with who was here in the chat. Those of you that are catching the replay, thank you to you as well. Please just be sure to leave us a little comment so I'll know who it was that stopped by. So until tomorrow, folks, please always remember, be the light out there in the darkness for someone today because you never know. Could be your light that they need to see. Carrie?
And remember, one random act of kindness can change the world. Be safe
Froggy?
and be kind.
Mhm. And stay safe. Be
Froggy?
kind to one another. And as always, happy yarning. Bye now.
Love y'all. Bye.